Good morning. We had a big, heavy rain yesterday, and now there's some things that we want to harvest before some of the natives, locals, get to them. And I will show you what I mean. There they are. These are Roma plum tomatoes. And to show you what I mean about the local natives, can you see the little peckings that have transpired? Well, we are going to get the rest, or at least a bunch that seem to be ready or almost ready, because they are looking really bright, beautiful, and they seem ready when they come right off like that. So we will take them. And I believe a tomato sauce is in our future. Now, some are not fully 100% red on the color scale, but if we let them sit for a day or two, we think they'll be quite ready. So we're gonna take them now. Again, because they're already getting pecked. And you can see there's many more to come. This was a particularly productive and prolific plant. I shouldn't say was, is still doing great work. It's really a challenge to not just pluck all of these, because we really want to defend against the plunder. But, sorry about that, just broke this branch. Sorry about that, just threw it onto a sunflower. It's tricky to get to the bottom here. That one just came right off. Roma tomato plants are determinate types, meaning they grow to a certain height and not much beyond that. and they produce their bounty and not much beyond that, whereas an indeterminate tomato plant will continue rising high if it has something to support it, and will continue to produce beyond whatever it puts out initially. Oh, man, we are just quite, what's the word? Clumsy, I guess. Blundering. So, what do we think? These have some red left to take on, but they're just going to get more and more attractive. Here's some other examples of the locals having a way with things. These are the black from Tula variety, which are not yet the dark purple that I believe they are meant to get to. But as you can see there, already pecked around. So, I mean, this is a pretty hefty guy. Question is, who will eat it? Because I am not keen on a raw beefsteak tomato myself, but I think we might be able to find a happy customer or two. Ooh, oh, big cracks and crevices here. I don't know if anyone will find it appealing enough. But we're gonna take these off anyway. This one, maybe one little pecking, but mostly it's just the crack growth that happened there. At the very least, we'll clean them for their seeds. I'm gonna take this one too, because that is cracking. This plant we thought was San Marzano, but clearly it's not. It's got something here that looks like it was almost ready, but wasn't coming off just now when I pulling it out, so maybe we'll let it go. Look at these beauties. Oh. Let's see. More crackage and consumption. This is a Cherokee purple, which didn't even get to purple. We're gonna put this one in the compost. And there's another one there. We're gonna take them because we don't want it to rot, as it already started to. Has started to. Unfortunately. But there's more coming up and they are off the ground, so they should fare better. And this one actually is doing okay, and that one maybe also. So far so good. So leave those. And let's come around to the Romo on that side just to see whether there's any ready over here. This plant started here and has sprawled out this way, and we're trying the approach of non-intervention there to see whether, just laying on the ground is actually not such a problem. And it appears to be okay. Oh, God, I just keep breaking branches today. It appears to be okay. And in fact, maybe even better, because the fruits are less exposed to those hungry peckers that have been coming through on the other plant. That just came right off. I think many of these will. Now, they're heavy with fruit, and things are tangled together, so that's one of the challenges of the approach of letting it all grow on top of itself. Because right now I want to get at this fruit, for example, which means I have to lift this branch. But what's it on? Is it going to break some branches when I do that? It is heavy, I'm telling you. There you go. It does seem as though things are pretty productive and prolific when left alone. Well, that's pretty interesting. I don't know whether that's fungus or what. I don't know if you can even see that. Eggs or fungus, I don't know. But it's gone now. We won't be eating it. Looks like that one may be ready. Yep. Ready-ish, anyway. If not completely red. These guys are coming along swimmingly. Another hefty branch. I'm just gonna put it over here so it's not on the ground completely, despite what we just said about it not really seeming to be a problem. I can see one down there. Can you see that? So we're gonna try to lift this quite heavy branch. That one had already dropped off. There's another one down there that we want to rescue. So many. I mean, just wonderful stuff. Okay. I'm doing a little blind here, which is not always a good thing, but yeah, as I just felt one of those green ones get knocked off. And this one is already a little moldy. Not quite. Any other ones in here? Ready to go? Seems not, but hard to tell because it is so crowded. But I don't think so. Doing great work here though, guys and gals. this guy like this, or like that. Wow, gosh. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Maybe one down there. Little guy hat. Yep. Oop. Okay. Nice. How about over here? Now this was the volunteer that popped up. That guy is almost ready, but not quite. Oh, there's the sun. That guy ready? Not quite. Okay. This sun sugar has been strange in that it is not ripening swiftly. It's a bunch of fruits, but not doing it. I'm not sure why. Interesting that we do have it going on a single stem, and in past seasons we've allowed multiple stems, and so maybe that's something we should have done again, but no matter, doing all right. So we also have to fix our trellis here. You can see this bamboo, which is not in its first season, succumbed a bit, and so the plants have dropped down a bit. So I have to harvest a new piece and rig it up. Okay, pretty good showing. We'll put this guy in with these other picks. And now we're going to harvest some other things that are ready to go, and hope that these don't get pecked while we're not standing beside them. But for example, here's a cucumber. Now the cucumber plant is starting to do this thing, which has happened before, which is some kind of, ailment. The leaves yellow, get spotted, mottled, dry out, curl and dry out. But it seems to keep going, and although some of the fruits look a little yellowed or completely yellow, and maybe it won't produce anymore, we're going to let it go a little longer before we try starting a new plant. In fact, I think what I'll do is start some new seedlings in our little tray here. Maybe finally plant these extra morning glories that we've got. You can see the most recent planting there is starting to climb now, and the others are doing well. Sunflowers are coming along. This one has many flower heads, but not yet, just about to bloom. More morning glory, just about to bloom. And then this one here, which was given to us, so it already had a head start on the others. It wasn't started by seed. It did bloom. It was doing beautifully, and here's another bloom. Very nice, and you can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more on the way. So that's nice. So we've got this cucumber. Let's see what zucchini There's one. We used to get the knife to cut these, but I've been lazy and just doing the grab, twist, and pull method. I see another one down there. We're taking these, I wouldn't say on the earliest side, but we're not letting them get big because we want to keep producing more fruits and not putting all the energy into them. So, are these more courgettes than zooks? Perhaps. Here's some good news. Eggplant. Although it looks like it's been already nibbled on. But good to see the first fruits coming. Here's another couple forming. Even though you can see they've been ravaged by, especially this one, the flea beetles. Despite our many sprayings of neem. Here's a big beet that we have just been letting get bigger and bigger. I mean, the leaves look very healthy, so maybe we'll let that be our blue ribbon beet this year. Here's one that's shouldered, and I think we'll take it because why not? A nice golden beet on this golden day. It even started to crack down at the bottom there, so really wanted to go. This one also definitely ready, but again still healthy, so maybe we'll have 2 blue ribbon beets. And you can see the new beet seedlings are arriving, which is nice. Cauliflower, we really should put it out of its misery, but we're letting it go. Again, that eggplant is still slow going. Let's put these down before I just keep talking about everything. Cuke. We had a lot of cucumbers recently, about a week or so ago, that we are now pickling, and I believe they'll be ready somewhat soon. Very exciting. Here's a couple more ready ones. Tricky to get in here. There you go. Nice looking guy. Here's our sole basil plant of all the seeds we scattered around the area. Doing well. Let's see, is there another cuke over here? Looks like one in the corner there. Oh, looks like that could still grow a little more. How about over here? Oh. Yeah. Very nice. Oh boy. You know, we brought 2 baskets thinking that would be enough. Here's some very exciting stuff. Honeydew. Still coming along beautifully. There's a couple of bigger ones under the leaves there. And a different variety of honeydew called Kajari. That one. And these are very nicely coming along. Very exciting. First season that we've had. Well, I shouldn't say success yet because they're not done, but better results than before. I don't know, those tomatoes look like maybe they should get picked now. Happy to see some dragon tongues still going. Thought there'd be a lot more, but look at this. Beautiful. So, just a couple that pop up here and there, but we're grateful for them. We will take them. So pretty. It's interesting. Still haven't done the research or the experimentation on it, but always interesting to see which ones are more purple than others, like this one. Right? I don't know the rhyme or the reason, but it's still fun to see. You know what I'm wondering is, when I'm picking these, you see, I like break it as opposed to pick it off, and I wonder if that's why they haven't refocused their energy into new fruits because of that. I don't know. Mustard here. Big beefy leafy guys, which we will need to harvest, but and lots of soybeans, very plump, very ready for picking. We already had one delicious harvest of that made edamame, but yeah, we will have to do that soon. I'm going back for those Romas over here, like this one. Oh, and I don't know, this one. Yeah. And no, all right. Oh, this one has rotted, and we can see from the bugs that were just shooing off. But we'll take these two extra ones. What else? Anything? I showed you the melons. Let's see the bigger one in there, maybe. I guess I should pull this rapini. It looks like there's one that hasn't bolted, doing its thing, which is exciting. We'll come around to the other side. Corn coming along. there's another Kajari down there, see? It's great. Oops. Sorry, guys. Brush that dirt off you a little. And last but not least, these two. So, keep doing the good work, buddy. And hope that you don't bolt. We did plant some other ones. There's a new one. But, yeah. I don't know. You can see the first spinach replanting coming up here as well. Not really anything else. Chard is still doing wonderfully, which is nice. That may be the first radicchio coming up. Maybe some over there too. Not much else. What else? What else? Peppers. Peppers are coming along. And the zinnias are also doing well. We keep cutting them for bouquets and they keep coming back. So yeah, we're finally getting some fruits here. This is the albino bullnose, so that will turn white. Orange blaze will turn orange. And yellow bell. Yeah, there they are. Here's the red, which is coming along. Purple basil we've kept trimming, but you can see there it is starting to flower. Well, it's not flowering, but you can see the leaves sort of get that triangular pyramid thing going. It's not really the right word, but that's what we're going to use for now. So we'll take them where we see them and hope to prolong some of the growth here. Lemon balm still coming along. Let's get another whiff. Basil's coming up. Parsley in part. Sorry, I didn't mean to be dismissive. Oregano and catnip are also doing very well still, although this is starting to flower too. And the thyme keeps marching on. Oh, this is exciting here. The celosia, the Chinese wallflower. Not as soft as I would have thought from the pictures, but perhaps that's just early days yet. Really interesting looking and beautiful. And more zinnias. And the violas, poppies are doing well. And this one crazy wasabi radish that we keep letting flower and go to seed is forming its pods a lot. And so we're gonna let it, keep going until it dries out. I did find it kind of interesting. Maybe you will too. I opened one of them up before it's ready, which I will show you now. see inside. Oh, maybe this wasn't the best example. But that, I guess, will turn into the seed. It's almost already starting to form like a new embryo is the wrong word, I think. Let's see. I'll show you one of the more bulbous ones for the effect that I am referring to. Let's try this one. Sorry, we're using you as the experiment here, but yeah, so like there you go. Alright, so there's what I believe would be the seed. Ooh, lost it. Forming. Okay. Getting there. Just a moment. Now, see the seeds forming there? And I don't know if you can tell, but like it looks like there's a new seedling right inside there. So I wonder whether, I mean, look at, can you see that? Like it sprouted. Here, let's go with this one. So if we open it up, there it is, like a little seedling already forming. So it kind of makes you wonder, if it was planted, would it go? And how cruel are we being right now? Perhaps best not to think too deeply on these queries. Anyway, here's the Morning Glory making its way up the arch to meet its other friend over there. Pretty neat. Carrots, should we pull them? Because they really haven't been doing that well this year. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that just broke that one in half. That was not our intention. But yeah, these purple ones, they get really hairy. You know? They crack and just not that aesthetic or whatever. So, strange year for carrots. Strange year for everything, really, but hopefully those orange guys will continue growing. The first of the lettuce is coming. Not much else here. Alright, well, I think that about covers it all. Oh, hello. Thanks for coming by. I think that makes it a pretty good way to close out. We'll bid you adieu. And we'll bid you adieu too. Thanks for coming by. And we'll see you next time. We'll let you know how the sauce goes and all the other stuff. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.